Today I'm going to be producing a square hole in this round piece of metal using a square one-pass broach. Now, a square broach does not produce a perfectly square hole. It leaves a bit of the round pilot hole expressed in each of the four sides. The reason for this is there's an awful lot of metal to remove from the four corners, so it leaves behind a bit of the pilot hole. If you're going to be putting a square plug into a round hole, maybe you're going to use this to hold a square tool bit. You don't really care if the sides are flat or not. You do care that the four corners are perfectly square. Now, the reason I'm going to be doing this in this particular press, which is a electrically operated hydraulic press, is because the broach is too long to fit into my arbor press. It's about 18 inches long, and usually when a broach is a one-pass broach, it's either a pull broach or an extremely long push broach, and this is a push broach. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lubricate the broach with this lithium grease. Any grease would do. The whole purpose here is to allow the broach to slide freely, reduce the friction. Remember, friction creates both heat and chatter, and we don't want any chatter as we push this broach through the metal. And probably more importantly is it traps the cuttings into the gullets of the broach and prevents them from being second cut as the tooth above, the one that just produced the chip, comes down upon the cutting. What I've done here is set up the broach. I've used the square here to check to see that the broach is going to be pressed in perfectly straight, and I've checked both sides. I've put a piece of key stock on top of the broach. The reason I've done that is because the face on my ram is fairly soft, and I don't want to produce any kind of an indentation on it from the top of the broach, which is hardened steel. Okay, so here we're going to start advancing the ram, and it's a fairly slow process because this was an arbor press. It'd go a lot faster. Just about ready to finish this broaching job, and I'm going to start the press again and push the broach through the workpiece. Now at this point I would normally put on a glove and catch the broach as it passes through the workpiece. However, I can't operate the camera and catch the broach at the same time, so I have an alternative method. And the alternative method is I have a garbage can lid hung at the bottom of my press, in which I usually wad up a couple of little paper towels, and that way the broach just stabs into the paper towels, and I'm all done. Okay, let's take a look at our work. And we can see that we've got a square hole, and that the sides are not perfectly square. They've got that slight round indentation from the pilot hole. Okay, so that's how you do square broaching.